Yesterday, we got loads of new content for FUT birthday, and one of them being these new player objectives. Now, I've made videos before showing you guys how to get Osman quickly, Daniel James quickly, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do one for this guy, who is the cheap Kaka. If you enjoy this video, drop a like on it. If you want to see me do one for Bellarabi, make sure to get this video to over 500 likes as soon as possible. Let's get into it. To get the cheapest FIFA coins on the internet, make sure to go and check out Mule Factory. I've left a link in the description and a discount code as well. You can get 100,000 FIFA coins for just £8. 8 quid. 8 quid for 100,000 FIFA coins. Go and check them out. They're 100% reliable. I've used them so much. Make sure to use the code LE5CHEAP at checkout, and let's get into the video. Oh, what is going on, guys? LE96, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. In this video, we are back for some player objective tutorials. I think that's how I'd introduce this video. I'm not really too sure, but we have had loads of new content for FUT birthday. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get FUT birthday Paqueta as quickly as possible. The cheap Kaka playing for AC Milan, Brazilian. He looks like a pretty decent card, to be honest. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like on it, comment down below, subscribe if you're new to be in with a chance of winning 4,600 FIFA points. But let's jump into this. So we did actually get this new player objective yesterday for FUT birthday, and there are a couple of different objectives in here, but all of them are on squad battles. Now, I have actually managed to come up with a tactic which beats squad battles pretty effectively. I've used it for icon swaps on single player. As you can see right here, I've done all of these on single player, so really isn't too difficult to beat the AI with the tactic that I'm going to show you guys. But if we jump back over here, I'm going to run through each individual objective and tell you guys the way that I would do it quickly. So let's get into it. So first up, through vision, easily one of the easiest objectives that we've had. Assist with a through ball in 2 separate squad battles matches on minimum professional difficulty. You don't need me to tell you how to do that one. Next up, we've got Samba Sweet Spot. Now, this one could actually be a bit of a tricky play objective to complete. Score a volley in 3 separate squad battles matches on world-class difficulty. Now, I've seen a load of people saying, right, just cross the ball into the box, do this. You really don't need to do that. What you need to do for this one, in my opinion, is get yourself a 5-star skiller, and obviously it has to be Brazilian. So a couple of players that you could use would be Firmino, Vinicius Jr., and all you really need to do is just go and press down on the right stick, and what that will actually do is flick the ball up, and you can pretty much finish as soon as possible. That one actually isn't too difficult because you can literally just press that once with a 5-star skiller. They'll scoop the ball up. That one's pretty easy. Serie A skills, this one could be quite difficult, mainly because there's just so much of a grind with it, and you have to score in 5 separate squad battles games, and 5 squad battles games can be, it's a bit annoying. But what I'd actually recommend for you guys to do is just jump over to squad battles and make sure to cherry pick your opponents. Now, on squad battles, you should be able to find yourself teams just like this: 62 rating, 21 chemistry. You can do all the objectives on this. 78 rating, 74 chemistry. They're really not hard to beat. You don't need to go and play against teams like this with icons in. If you just stick to these teams and you don't play all your squad battles games, you'll be getting that one done as soon as possible. But in terms of the players that you will be using for that, I would recommend these 2 guys right here who both have 4-star, and you should be able to score yourself some goals with both of these, and these are relatively cheap players as well. Both have decent-ish stats. I would recommend to slap a chemistry on both of these just to get the rating up the highest bit. Martinez, for example, could do with a hunter on him, to be honest. Rebic, to be honest, I'm not really too sure what chem style for Rebic, but any which improves his shooting or his passing, because we do need to get some assists as well, would be perfect. But let's jump back over to the player objectives and take a look at this right here, world class pass. Now, with this being 7 separate squad battles matches, it's going to take you a while. However, with the 2 players that I've shown you guys, they are a cheap option. You should be getting both of these pretty quickly if you're basically setting up a lot of the goals with those 2 players. You don't really need to go for anybody else when going forward with the ball. Admittedly, it might not be down to you, but Serie A skills and world-class pass should be relatively simple if you just use your 2 strikers who I've shown you guys. You can use other ones if you want to, but if you're on a budget, like I know a lot of you guys are, you can use those 2 players. So let's jump into the tactics for this team, and I'll show you guys exactly how you're going to be beating squad battles. So let's get into it. So this is the team that I'm actually going to be using. Now, there's quite a few different players here who I'm obviously going to have to sub off. Usually I would use Son and Salah in my striker positions. However, they're going to be coming off for our Serie A players. I'm going to be using Neymar for the Brazilian objective. Obviously, though, you can use Firmino if you want to, but let's jump over to our custom tactics and I'll show you guys the tactics which I'm going to be using. I have done a video on this before. I'll leave a link to it in the description, and it will be a bit more in depth than what I'm going to be going into now. But in terms of the tactics, this is how everything is going to be looking like. In terms of the formation, as you can see, this is how we would be starting up. However, we are going to be taking Salah and Son off for those Serie A players. Into our instructions next, on our left backs and right backs, the only thing that I've changed is run type to overlap. We've got the CDM position, cut passing lanes, drop between defenders, and cover centre. Those are the only things I've changed. My centre mid, centre attacking mids, I've not changed anything. Centre backs, not changed anything. And goalkeeper, not changed anything. However, on the strikers, I've put this to stay forward and get in behind, which hopefully our players will be doing. So let's jump into a game and I'll show you guys how easy it can be to actually get these individual objectives and give you guys a few tips for beating the AI on squad battles. So let's jump into it. So when picking your squad battles opponents, make sure to always be going for any teams like this. Now, once you actually played these teams, as soon as you update your opponents, you should then see other teams like this. You don't need to play mega teams on squad battles just to do these objectives. It really isn't worth it. So we're going to go over here, go over to world class, and I'm just going to be playing on world class for all the objectives because there's no point me playing on professional for a bit when I could be getting those objectives done for world class. Now, world class can be quite difficult to play against. However, I'll tell you guys basically how I do it. So let's jump into it. So I'm subbing on my Serie A players. I've changed over to my tactic. Now I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to do the flick ups first off. Now, in terms of the first objective with the through vision, it's just through balls. There's not really too much to tell you guys about. However, in terms of doing the flick up, I'll show you guys exactly how you can be doing it. So what we need to do, we need to get the ball back first off. So let's just defend this corner, get the ball out. Lovely. So I've got the ball over with Neymar and I'm just going to run over here just to show you guys exactly what I mean. Now, I've just been tackled, never mind. So I've got the ball back with Neymar and I'm just going to click in on the right stick and show you guys what I mean. As you can see, you can flick the ball up just like that. So say, for example, you're in the opponent's box. All you need to do is just flick up and then just boot it. Just like that. Obviously, when you do it, try and get it going towards the goal rather than just going out for a throw-in. But you can see right here, playing against these players, it really isn't too difficult. I'm through a Rebic and now it's just down to me to score a goal. And now I've actually managed to get myself some things over to the objectives. I think I've got Serie A skills and I've got world class pass as well because he did actually get a assist from Martinez as far as I'm aware. But again, playing against world class, especially against some of these teams, is really easy. Now, in the past, I've said use the glitch where you can literally just put the controller down, but to be honest, you don't really need to. Genuinely, you don't really need to. At this stage in FIFA, if you've got a decent enough team, maybe even a team that's worth like 50k, you should be beating world class one-star teams. It really isn't too difficult, and especially when they've got low chemistry as well, you should be picking up wins. Literally simple. So show you guys again, I'm back through with Rebic and now it's just up to me to score, and I've scored again. Easy. And again, I've scored another goal. It's only 16 minutes in. Honestly, this isn't hard. This isn't hard. I promise you this isn't hard. And I'm not using amazing players in Martinez and Rebic, and I'm still scoring pretty easily. Just before we do get into those stats at the end though, I do want to tell you guys a few tips for playing against squad battles. The main thing that I would recommend for you guys to do is to just take your time with it. Playing against the AI on squad battles is completely different than playing in Div Rivals, FUT Champions, or whatever it may be. You don't want to overcommit if you can do. Now you can see here with my defending, I'm just backing off because at some point they will eventually make mistakes, and especially with players who are low rated like these ones, they're not the best. So you don't really need to start rushing forward or doing anything stupid. Just back off as much as you can do and only tackle when it's really necessary. Now, I only really control my CDM with this formation. With having Kante, that is obviously a lot easier than using someone else, but there's not really too much that you need to do when defending. Just back off as much as you can do. Only tackle when you know that you're going to get the tackle. And besides from that, the AI will pretty much sort everything out and miss sitters like that. And then when you're actually attacking against them, just take your time. Again, if you need to just make one extra pass, there's absolutely no problem with that. So for example, I'm just going to tell you guys my thought process when building up right here. So I've got it with Mateus and I'm moving out wide. Now I could go for Rebic a bit further up the field there, however it's a bit of a risky pass. So what I'm actually going to do is come through the centre and just keep building up just like this. I'm not playing too many crazy balls. I'm just building up, slowly building up. As you can see there, we have lost out on possession, but it then transitions back to the defense. And as you can see right here, they will actually make a mistake and you can sort it out. So just take your time when you're attacking. Don't do anything too stupid. Just, again, patience is your best friend when playing in squad battles, because this is completely different than playing against Div Rivals players or FUT champions. It's a completely different tonality and completely different way of playing. As you can see right here, we start to then come forward. We've got it with Mateus. I don't really want Mateus to have it. There's a through ball there for Neymar. If I can get onto it, I'm going to chip it up and see if I can get a goal, and we just miss out. If you do need any help though with playing against squad battles, just let me know down in the comment section. I'll tell you guys exactly what to do. But when you're playing against opponents like this, you don't really need too much in the way of guidance, to be honest. Like now, it's 5-0 and I'm not even at the half-time mark yet. It's not too difficult, but again, I'm playing passes which aren't too over the top, he says as he loses out on possession. So guys, I've just finished up that game, and as you can see, it finished 9-0. Let's take a look at the player ratings. As you can see right here, Rebic and Martinez actually both got 10s, which is very, very nice. So let's jump back over to the player objective screens and see how well we've done. So we're going to come back over to the objectives and take a look right here. So as you can see, assist through ball in 2 separate squad battles matches. 1 has been done for that. Score a volley, we've not managed to do anything for that, so that means that half volleys don't actually count for that, so make sure to just scoop up and hit it straight away. Moving into Serie A skills, as you can see, score 2 goals, we've done that, and then world class pass, for some reason, assist 2 goals in 7 separate. Okay, so with that one, we may have to move those individual players back into the midfield position, so it's not really too bad, so there you go. That's how you complete these as quickly as possible. Well guys, that's where I'm going to be wrapping up this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like on it. Make sure to go and use those plays that I showed you guys. Make sure as well, if you can, to find a midfielder just to do that last objective, just in case that if you move them back into the midfield position, it doesn't work. But this is easily the quickest way to complete all these objectives. You can see then, I beat the AI 9-0 on World Class, so there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like on it with the space 6, and I'm off. Goodbye.